and all people who know nothing about the dynamic. Over their shared love for Russian literature or some shit. Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment fucking sucks. If I want to hear a Russian guy whining about being poor, they're right here. I would just go and fucking visit. And while Zelensky says that he doesn't think that his public humiliation was planned, I think he's low-key saying it to not fully ruin relations between him and the US, because there's this one Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is extremely anti-Ukraine, and her boyfriend somehow got one of those rare Oval Office interviewer spots and decided to ask Zelensky this.
Why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you own a suit?
Yeah, problems. First of all, country leaders who are at war with a much larger empire don't usually wear suits. They don't really have time for that shit, you know? It's only the motherfuckers who don't care about this, wearing suits, because it's not a life or death situation for them. Such as Bush during all the Middle Eastern wars and more. You think if you're at war with the US or Russia, you're gonna give a fuck about wearing a suit? This is a talking point that has been propagandized from people funded by Russia or being a useful idiot that supports them for free. And also, Elon doesn't wear shit either. So these are clearly double standards. Elon Musk is in the Oval Office looking like one of those child predators they catch on YouTube and they beat up, along with a fucking chainsaw, and they're demanding Zelensky wear a suit and tie and make fun of him. So now a country's leader who is defending an aggressive war from the biggest country in the world is being made fun of from a guy who's famous for fucking this woman. And their whole argument was very disappointing to see. They're blaming him that he wants to start World War III, not the country that invaded them. You ever scroll through the news and feel like people are living through completely different realities? One headline is like, Zelensky just doomed Ukraine because he is bad. And the other says, Zelensky is amazing. So which is it? Did he get cooked or did he cook? You can get very confused on the internet by these types of articles. But you can also use ground news, which will help you see through the bullshit and figure out what's real. That's why I'm glad they're sponsoring today's video. They pull in thousands of sources worldwide and actually organize them. So instead of doom scrolling through 50 insane takes, I can compare headlines side by side, check a source's bias, factuality, and even see who owns the source. It can save you from some truly deranged rabbit holes. Right now there's a ton of noise around the US-Ukraine relations. One side says Zelensky fumbled the bag, the other says he didn't. He actually did a good thing. I can also compare Ukrainian sources' reports on this versus how Western sources are framing it. And if I want to judge the most unhinged takes, I can filter by factuality and location. Because, you know, InfoWars isn't really going to give you some accurate information. I started using ground news because the internet is a minefield, especially after the rise of the far right. Every story feels like, and you don't know if you're getting news or propaganda, and ground news actually helps with that. And with everything going on, wars, elections, and whatever, now's the worst time to be clueless. Right now you can get 40% off the Vantage plan, which gives you unlimited access to everything for only $5 a month. Just go to ground.news/gatsu or scan the QR code on screen. Thank you a lot to Ground News for sponsoring the video. And I agree with Zelensky completely here. I cannot see one thing he said that was wrong, and I'm not even meat writing here. Russia has shown time and time again that they cannot be trusted with a ceasefire. Russia has been at war with Ukraine since 2014, and they have violated the ceasefire not once, not twice, but 25 times. Until, of course, fully invading Ukraine in 2022. So obviously Zelensky is asking for security guarantees because there have been at least 25 other cases with Ukraine alone where they have violated their ceasefire agreement. Do you think they became the biggest country in the world through diplomacy and not violating their ceasefire agreement? And right after this, American ally ever is actively looking for new allies now, including Canada, which is insane. Who knew that threatening to annex your neighbors, tariffing them, and threatening to leave their defense alliance would make them act this way? And motherfuckers were like, oh, you're meat grinding China. Motherfucker, I have yet to see the CCP politicians for hiling on the fucking stage.
This guy's stupid.
Reimagine exceptional with the Buick Envision.
Hello. Melancholy? I have come down with a severe case of melancholy. Don't do inside stuff, but yes, it's a funny way to say you're depressed. I knew that was coming. That's coming right away? Yes. It's me. I was fired from SNL. Actually, not for the reason you heard. It's because I'm terrible at improv, and this is gonna be bad. They didn't care. North Korea? I like it. I like what's going on there. I support it. I liked when Trump and Kim Jong-un ended it ill now. Whatever. It was my guy, dude. You see him drop a couple LBs, show back up, everyone's like, oh! There's videos of him riding a horse, which is about as funny as it gets. I rode a scooter here, and I probably looked like a fat guy on a horse. There's something about when somebody's balance is that high off. It's just way up there. Yeah. I like North Korea, and I support them. And, yeah, if they decide to nuke South Korea, shit would be tight. That would be lit. I'm supporting of war, I guess. That's called improv, folks. I have no idea what this show was. What else? Italians? Italians are the last people we can be openly racist against. And that's gonna stop. And somebody's gonna, I was the last guy with Asians. I was the final one. They were like, nope, the cutoff was just now. You're fired. I was like, what? I thought that was the one we were allowed to be. That's gonna happen to somebody with Italians. Like, I can come up here and be like, fucking wop, hook-nosed, greasy Guidos. And everyone's like, yeah, it's pretty funny. 3 years, that clip will be shown and be like, whoa. Which actually, this isn't going to go well, but it's funny that had to happen for every, you know? There was one day where saying it wasn't cool anymore. You know what I mean? Some guy walked into his office and dropped it, and everyone's like, what the fuck, dude? You guys don't think that's funny? I think that's funny. Maybe we disagree. Down syndrome? Alright. I'll do that. That was not my suggestion. But I will say this. I like it. I'm pro it. I have
Listen.
family members that have it.
This is funny.
Fun. That is weird because everybody's always like, oh, it's such a bad, it's the best thing you could be. They're happy as fuck, dude. They have the best life. Dude, autistic kids, they're like cats. A little skittish. You're not sure if they like you at all. Down syndrome are dogs. They're the dogs, dude. You get home from somewhere, they're like, where the fuck have you been, dude? I got so much to show you. This is gonna be the best day. Well, ask a Down syndrome kid if you want to go for a walk. Like, throw a ball. Throw a ball. Alright. Country music? Grunge music? I don't know. I don't really. Mayonnaise? I don't know. How come you guys are just getting, like, exactly, you were like, do something racist. Down syndrome. Fat. He's just naming things I am. Mayonnaise? Yes. I am constructed entirely of mayonnaise. Sunburns? Alright, somebody in the back. These fucking Nazis in the front. Jerry Jones? Yeah, no. Let's say Titanic. Is it Titanic? Yeah. I don't know why I'm pumped on that. But I like that. Just dying. Who's hockey? Hold on, I want to think about Titanic. That's pretty funny. It's funny to be like, let's go on a trip, and then you die. You know what I mean? Like that girl. That was kind of her Titanic. Except Jack got Rose this time. There's only room for one, man. It did the right thing.
I got clean in a minute.
Are we not allowed to make fun of that? I think we should be allowed to make fun of that girl. We're all big cats. Don't make me come down there and make you an event trip. Don't make me take you to a state park, lady. They talk about it, they were making that fucking video of them like, we're going on a journey, like that YouTube video. And it's funny because every time I see one of those, I'm like, fucking, I hope they die. And then this one, it was like, oh shit. Is that guy dead? Is he in a swamp dead right now? Is he on the loose? He's hiding in the swamp? No, did he kill himself? If he went, alright. Props. Look, fellas. I'll talk to the fellas real quick. You know when your bitch is getting a little yappy? And you're like, I'd like to strangle her and then hide in a swamp and kill myself? Every once in a while somebody has the balls to do it. Alright, that was Titanic. Next. I got a couple more. We got a barbershops? Alright. I don't know. Barbershop's tough. I've been going in there. I'm like balding, so it's very difficult. People, I don't know if it's